Hi, my name's Ernie Schmidt. I'm with Small Business Counseling. I'm a business coach for service professionals. And one of the areas that I thought would be helpful talking about is delegation. So I have some kind of thoughts and advice today that might be a little bit counter to what you often hear or read in business books. This idea of fully delegating things. And it's kind of an interesting concept because I'm a big believer of delegation. I'm a big believer of, not doing things that you can delegate out and your time is so precious. But one thing I see some people that are kind of new into building their businesses is they want to delegate a little bit too early. And I can see that being a major temptation, but also I can see it as a major risk. So often I kind of give sort of interesting kind of counter advice to what you think. I talk about, well, don't actually delegate it. Sometimes we have to get our hands pretty dirty into the systems. We have to learn to do these things ourselves. We have to be pretty good operators to be business owners and sort of learning those, like I said, getting their hands dirty is the best way to explain it, but getting into the details, creating some of the systems, understanding some of the way things work. And I just find when I coach owners that do that really well, they're way more successful. Not that they continue to do those things forever. Of course not. You have to be delegating those things, creating systems. But I find the ones that took the time and had the tenacity and sort of the patience to learn, to get kind of in the nitty-gritty, just end up having a much better overall vision of the company, of the practice, and so they can be much more functional, and that works so much better. Whereas with the people that want to kind of give that away too soon, they want to just spend the money and hire someone to take care of it, they end up getting a lot of fluff. They end up getting, worst case scenario, they get people that really take advantage of them, so that's awful. But it's kind of a lot of expense, and I find it doesn't work as well because the people don't really know the systems. They don't set up things that are clean. They don't work for that profession, whatever profession you're in. And so I find it's kind of important to kind of get yourself involved in it and then slowly delegate over time. And that just seems to work really well. It worked really well for me. Again, I get that it kind of goes against sort of this idea that you got to delegate those things and don't work on those, those $10 tasks, only work on the high level tasks. But I find that when you do that too soon, too quickly, it ends up creating a big mess. And I also find sometimes business owners just really don't have confidence that they can figure those things out. And I like the idea of them learning those skills, even though it's not their maybe specific interest or passion or even their talent. There's something about that tenacity and that grit that I find is really good as a business owner for the other challenges that'll come your way. So whatever that's worth, hopefully that was helpful to you. If you're interested in working with me for one-on-one coaching, feel free to reach out on smallbusinesscounseling.com. Thank you.